Well, hello to all my American Horror Story historians. My name is EJ, and welcome to 2024. Welcome back to my channel. Happy holidays. Happy birthday to me. My goodness, we missed so much, but I'm so glad to be back. We are going to be kind of wrapping up the first half of American Horror Story Delicate Part 1 by reviewing the book and the first half of the series, while also kind of previewing what we have to come. I have read the book Delicate Condition, and we have a lot of juicy gossip to get into. We're going to be comparing the differences, seeing what I've liked more, and I'm honestly happy to be back. So tune in for this very fun video. Back from the holidays. It is a new year. It's going to be so much fun. This channel is going to have a major focus on LGBTQ content as well as horror content, which makes American Horror Story the best show ever, and it's so perfect for this channel. So we have some catching up to do. American Horror Story Delicate Part 2 has been in production ever since the writer's strike ended. Things have been moving. Is there a date for American Horror Story Delicate Part 2? I have no idea yet. We do have the new Ryan Murphy show, Capote versus the Swans, the new season of Feud. I might be diving into that because, boy, that first trailer was magnificent. What a cast. But let's focus on Delicate Condition and the season Delicate. So I read the Delicate Condition book over this holiday break. I've been gone for about a month and some change now. So I read the book. I spent some time with it. I've also started the Barbara Streisand audiobook. I've been living with Babs in my house. It feels like I'm in a monastery, and she's like my nun, and she's just teaching me the ways of the Babs. But goodness, Delicate Condition, I really enjoyed the book. I thought it was I thought it captured the storytelling method that the show was trying to go for, explaining how women are often ignored in the medical field, the IVF community. There's something really important about the story, and I think Danielle Valentine's book is very strong, well written. I had a good time with it. I would actually read more books from this author, especially if they're going to have the witchy connections, especially if it's going to have the kind of up and down ending. I'm not going to spoil the ending of the book just in case it spoils the ending of Delicate, but I was kind of surprised of the tone of the ending and the very American Horror Story vibes of it. I do think AHS will change it because AHS is not as happy. I don't think we've ever had a happy ending. Can you guys name the most happy American Horror Story season finale? I don't think we've ever had one, and it feels like a Delicate Condition could break that trend, or they're going to morph it. That's what they've been doing this whole season, though. Delicate Condition is great source material. They seem to know exactly what they want to do and what they want to pull from this, but there has been some major changes. So in the next half of this video, I'm just going to be kind of looking at my list over here and listing off the major changes and having a kind of free-flow conversation with it. I don't really want to do bullet points or a list. I've done all of that. I just want to sit here, chit-chat with you all, and talk about the Delicate Condition changes and what I think's better and why I think the book is pretty good, but I am liking the season a lot more, especially after reading what it's based on. Anna is such a fun character in the book, and what I like is she has a lot more going for it. It seems that she is so much more pro-baby than we're seeing the Emma Roberts version in the series. It seems like the book version of Anna is wanting her career. She definitely gets some of the goals that she wants, but she wants this baby, and it's very important. And I think that the core of the character is the same, but there's just a certain part of her in the book that I find more endearing than Emma Roberts' version. And I like Emma Roberts' character. I've kind of grown on the Anna character as we've gone through, but I'm truly like, oh, okay, what's missing here? The book is showing me what's missing. The book has more of that soul, and I know it's a novel, so we're a bit in her head a little bit more, so that is there. I don't know. I really like the Anna character, but what I like more in the show than I like in the book is Siobhan. So Siobhan is a famous actress in the book, and she doesn't meet Anna during her IVF journey. In fact, Anna grew up watching Siobhan as like a character, and she's like such a big fan. So Anna has a publicist in the book that kind of fits the Siobhan role, and she also hates Siobhan. So it's really funny that they've kind of morph these characters into one. I think Siobhan, as the best friend slash the publicist, gave this series such a good edge. And as Kim Kardashian, say what you want, spending more time with this season, I love the Kim K character. I think she absolutely nailed her lines, her delivery, the character's intriguing. Sure, I want more details, like what does she do with the weird director guy and all that jazz. There is more intrigue, I think, to the series counterpart than the book. So we also have things like Siobhan is not infertile. She has her own children. Siobhan's character is just a completely different vibe, and I don't know. I'm hit or miss on that. So what else do we have? Oh, one of the biggest changes, which I think it's hit or miss, because I think it nails home the point of doctors not listening to women more, but Dr. Hill is a woman in the book and is a man played by Dennis O'Hare, who I love Dennis O'Hare's character, and I think having a man play that role is it's a bit more interesting. I think it adds a more social commentary that the book is trying to go for. The show just kind of, it does the thing of showing, not telling you, as it should do. So we have, oh god, my god, Adeline is not dead. Dex just divorced her. Straight up, just she didn't want kids. He wants the kids, as he's kind of pushing for here. So we have that little bit. Also, Dex is not an artist. He doesn't cook. There's no gallery. Like, Dex is useless in the novel. Honestly, I don't love him in the show, but at least I feel like he has something to do legit as a character and as a plot point for it. I don't know. So he's the character that I think I'm most intrigued by, what they can do with the series and what they can do in the Ryan Murphy pantheon of this guy character. He's going to be really interesting. Preacher is much different as well. Preacher gets a bit more of a focus in the book. I actually like Preacher a lot in both versions. I think Preacher is an important character. I really wish we could connect her to our legit coven that we've known for years and years in the AHS world, because I really think that could be so important and so special and really give us a connection that we've had. But Preacher's really cool. Another character that is a bit different is Ivy. Ivy in the series, the Cara Delevingne character, is known as Meg in the book, and she's not fashionable. Similar vibes, similar ooky spooky weird vibes, but she's like a haggard. Like, she is not the fashion diva, the, cunty bob that she has. That's not her vibe really in the book. So what else do we have? So yeah. Oh, so Anna prioritized the baby more. She abandoned her career, in fact. So there was that scene where she kind of she just kind of gives up on it, and I really like that she just really focuses on it, and then when things start to shift, she gets her way. I think the book does a better job of, like, not making it seem so dire that women in careers. The show's really pushing it in, and it's not fun, and it's not easy, and you feel bad for this girl, you feel bad for this character, and you're just like, what's going on? I really like the book version of Anna far more. So Anna has more than one dog. Siobhan is very sick as well. I don't know that's a thing we're going to learn about Kim K's character going on. So it's the only spoilery thing I want to tell you about that. Siobhan is not in a good place in the book, and that really affects the outcome of the story, and one of the more positive things up at the end. Siobhan's character, I really think, I wanted a balance more between book and what we got in the show. But overall, I think there is a fair trade. I think what they lose in one and what they gain in other, it makes it a full package. I really think watching the series and reading the book, you're getting a full, complete story that you don't normally get. I think this whole vibe of Delicate was so unique and so different. It doesn't feel like a American Horror Story, really, but we're also discussing new things in horror and womanhood. We also don't have the Ryan Murphy vibe, which is good and bad, and there's just so much to this season that I enjoy, and I want to see kind of connections to AHS, but I like that it lives on its own. I like the book that it's based on. I like that it's not also stuck to the book. I'm a fan of source material is great, but we don't need to be dependent on source material. We don't need to make our lives built around, well, if it's not a one-for-one adaptation, then that's not the point. That's not the name of the game. I don't know. I like that this found a balance. I think the filmmakers and I think the author are just a perfect blend, and I think Delicate and Delicate Condition are a great story and something so unique that I had so much fun with diving into for 2023. but we're not done with 2024. We're not done with this. We have to return to it, and I can't wait. I hope we still get more American Horror Story after this. I'm just hungry for our AHS content, but again, I'm still diving into more Murphy stuff, and I want to dive into this book. I want to dive in more from this author. I cannot wait for more Delicate and Delicate Condition. So that is it for my breakdown. I'm sure I missed stuff. If I missed a key thing that you definitely think is a major difference, let me know down in the comments. I'll pin it for everyone so they can see. But those were kind of the major things that stood out to me. You know, looking at Dex's character, looking at, the Siobhan's character, the biggest thing, Ivy / Meg. You know, there's I don't know, there's a lot to both of them that I feel are great. I really like MJ Rodriguez's, Michaela J's character in the show. In the book, there's no real point to it. So again, hit or miss, they both work, and I definitely think I am much more kind on Delicate than I was kind of going into it, and then when we took this kind of break, sitting on it now, I love Delicate. I think it's going to be a high-ranking season if they can stick this landing with part 2. What is your feelings on Delicate? Did you guys read Delicate Condition? How was your holiday break? There is so much to catch up with. If you are new to this channel, subscribe. Obviously, we're having a good time here. Look at the vibes. Look at the fun. Look at the set. We have a new set this year. There is so much to get into. Please join me. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, all that jazz. And let's talk about American Horror Story and Delicate right down below.